The legal breakdown. Judge Boasberg takes Trump administration to task. The eyes of the nation are focused on Judge Jeb Boasberg's courtroom, where a significant legal battle is unfolding. The judge had ordered the Trump administration to halt the deportation of Venezuelan nationals accused of gang affiliations until they were given due process. However, the administration disregarded this directive, prompting Judge Boasberg to summon government officials back to court for an explanation. Courtroom confrontation. During the hearing, Chief Judge Boasberg of the Federal District Court in Washington, D.C., scrutinized Department of Justice, DOJ, attorneys, demanding answers regarding potential violations of his order. Reports suggest the judge was visibly frustrated as he questioned why deportation flights had proceeded despite his explicit ruling. The administration's legal team struggled to provide clear responses, failing to account for the whereabouts of planes carrying Venezuelan deportees, which had been rerouted to El Salvador without proper legal proceedings. Judge Boasberg did not take this lightly. To ensure accountability, he ordered the DOJ to submit a sworn affidavit detailing a precise timeline of events, from the moment the planes took off to when they received the court's directive and their ultimate destinations. Furthermore, the judge scheduled another hearing to determine whether the Trump administration intentionally violated his order. If so, the next step could be a contempt of court ruling. Understanding contempt of court. Legal experts note that contempt of court can take two forms, civil and criminal. Civil contempt typically involves financial penalties or court-imposed conditions designed to force compliance. However, if officials, including former President Donald Trump himself, are found to have deliberately flouted a court order, the judge could escalate the matter to criminal contempt. Criminal contempt would require a formal proceeding, akin to a mini-trial, where the accused would be given the opportunity to defend themselves. In most cases, prosecutions fall under the executive branch's authority, meaning the DOJ would decide whether to pursue charges. However, in instances where the DOJ refuses to act, judges have the rare power to appoint an independent prosecutor to handle the case. This legal mechanism ensures that no branch of government is entirely above judicial oversight. The presidential pardon question. One key concern is whether Trump, if re-elected, could use his pardon power to absolve officials found in contempt. While the Supreme Court has broadly upheld a president's ability to grant pardons, some legal scholars argue that contempt convictions stemming from violations of judicial authority might be an exception. Since this specific legal question has never been tested in court, it remains a gray area. However, many experts believe that allowing a pardon in such a scenario could undermine the judiciary's constitutional authority, potentially leading the Supreme Court to rule against its applicability. Chief Justice John Roberts responds to Trump's attacks following the legal dispute. Trump took to social media, demanding Judge Boasberg's impeachment for daring to enforce the law. His call was echoed by figures like Elon Musk, who suggested that judges should be removed for issuing rulings they personally disliked. In response, Chief Justice John Roberts issued a rare public rebuke, stating that impeachment is not a remedy for disagreements with judicial decisions. The statement was widely interpreted as a firm message to Trump and his supporters, reinforcing the principle that judicial independence must be upheld. Judge Boasberg's reputation and legacy. Judge Boasberg is no stranger to high-profile cases. A former homicide prosecutor, he has a reputation for integrity and fairness. He previously served as the head of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, FISA, where he played a crucial role in addressing misconduct within the FBI's warrant process. His record shows a commitment to the rule of law, regardless of political implications. What comes next? This case represents a critical moment in the ongoing struggle between judicial authority and executive power. Judge Boasberg's next moves could set a precedent for how courts handle defiance from high-ranking officials. As the legal battle continues, the question remains, will the judiciary hold the Trump administration accountable for its actions, or will political forces seek to undermine the rule of law? For ongoing updates and analysis, stay tuned to the Legal Breakdown.